Have you ever tried to convince somebody that the price you were asking for your product, for your service, was totally worth the price that you're asking? Nevertheless, the person didn't buy. If you want to know how to convince people that the price is worth what you're asking, then watch this entire video to learn how to influence people to say yes. First, let me share with you, I've been studying influence since I'm 20 years old, so that's quite a long time ago. And that's why I know how to influence people, because the key is study influence. And since the time that I made a decision to study influence, I've made now more than 1.5 billion baht. That's a lot of money, isn't it? And so that's why I always tell people, if you want to make more income, then the highest income skill you could ever learn is how to influence people. Now, one of the most valuable lessons I have ever learned in my whole career of influencing people to say yes to me is when I invested my own money, 1 million baht, exactly. I paid 1 million baht to a top coach in America, one of the top influencers, probably the top influencer I've ever met in my life, and I've met a lot. And I paid him 1 million baht for him to teach me his secrets on how to influence people. Now, keep in mind, many of his students were making $10 million per year. And at that time, I was earning about $1 million per year. So let me share with you 3 secrets that he shared with me that totally brought my career to the next level. So when it comes to price of your product, obviously, the person needs to say, yes, hey, that's totally worth the price. I need to feel good about the price. So how do we do that? Now, secret number 1 is you have to 10x the value compared to your price. You have to add 10 times more value than your price. So that's the most important thing. The person needs to see that, hey, you know, here's everything you're gonna get, and here's the value you're gonna get, and it's worth 10 times more than the price I'm asking. And that brings us to secret number 2, which is called the trade-off question. Now, I didn't create this. I learned it from my mentor, who I paid 1 million baht, but it's very, very valuable. You see, what my mentor taught me, he said, Michael, don't sell your price. Sell them on the higher price before you tell them your real price. But here's the key. If you can sell them on the higher price, they will buy the lower price. But you got to sell them on the higher price first. And that made a lot of sense to me. So I said, well, how do we do that? And he taught me. Let's take an example. Let's say I'm selling you my coaching for 500,000 baht, which people have paid that to me. How do I sell you a 500,000 baht coaching program? The answer is very simple. I have to sell you that my coaching is worth for you to pay 5 million. If I can convince you that my coaching is worth 5 million baht to you, you will pay 500,000 baht, isn't it? Now, how do you do that? How do I convince you my coaching is worth 5 million baht? Well, that's the secret, I will tell you. You have to come up with a brilliant question that they will say yes to. Yes, I would be willing to pay 5 million baht for that. For example, here's how we do it in persuasion school. The way we would say it is to say, listen, if all my coaching did for you was help you make 10 million baht, and I guarantee you, you will make 10 million baht within 12 months, guaranteed 100%, would you be willing to pay 5 million in order to make 10 million? Now keep in mind that you're gonna make 10 million this year, probably 15 the next year. You'll make hundreds of millions in your lifetime, but you need a personal coach to show you how to do that. Would you be willing to pay 5 million baht for that? If you had the money, of course. Assuming you did have the money, would you say yes to that? Now, if you're bright, you will say, of course, that's a no-brainer. I pay 5, I get 10, it's guaranteed. Of course, I pay you, 5 million baht. The question is, can you guarantee it? Let's say I did, I can guarantee it. Then you would say, yes, I'm willing to pay. See, if I convince you that my coaching is worth 5 million, then you would be willing to pay 500,000 today. But first, I don't sell you on the 500,000. That's the key. I sell you on the 5 million baht. So you're like, wow, this is very, very valuable. I need that coaching. And if I had 5 million, I would pay it. But then I say, it's not 5 million, it's 500,000. But I wanted you to see the value first. I want you to see that my coaching is really worth 5 million. Once you see that, then I offer you the 500,000. And guess what? It's only available today. Let me tell you why. When I ask you, hey, are you willing to invest 5 million baht to earn 10 million guaranteed within 12 months, and you say yes, that's the logical side. We need to go deeper to the heart, to the emotion that will motivate people to want to say yes to you. So how do we do that? And the way we do that is we have to ask a very important question, which is, what is more important than money to the other person? That could range from many different things. Maybe what's important to them is they want to quit their job. They don't like their job. Or maybe they want to buy a house for their parents. Or maybe they want to travel around the world and have the freedom that will come with making that 10 million baht a year. What is it that's more important than money? If I know that, then I can change my question to make it more emotionally appealing. Are you with me? Is this conversation making sense? So the question will change a little bit. Instead of just appealing to the logical, in the question, we will include 3 specific benefits. How do we do that? We say something like this. If all my coaching did for you was help you make a guaranteed 10 million baht the first year, which by the way, you'll make hundreds of millions in your lifetime. If all it is did that, and it allow you to quit your job, right, which you probably don't like, and allow you to build a house for your mom and dad, which you truly love, are you willing to invest 5 million? Is that worth 5 million to you? Like, are you really committed to achieve success? If you have the money, would you pay the 5 million? You know, most people would say yes to that because I'm appealing to the logical side of the brain and I'm appealing to the heart, to their emotion, to their value. And by doing that, I'm getting that extra motivation for them to invest. By the way, then at the end, after you've built a value on 5 million, then you would say, by the way, my coaching is not 5 million, but I wanted you to see that it's worth 5 million. You see that? Yes? Okay, great. The coaching is 500,000. So this is how we do it. This is how we sell them on the price. Sell them on the higher price. If they say yes to the higher price, give them the lower price, and they will always say yes to the lower price once they said yes to the higher price. Hope that makes sense. I hope that's valuable. If you like this video, share this video, because when you're sharing this video, you're helping somebody else make more money. So they'll be very grateful to you. So share this video now.